everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Livia and today we're going to talk about how to turn knowledge into wisdom. This is one of the videos of my Alchemy series of how to do things, how to turn certain elements in your life into something else. And today we're really going to see how I do it when I really want to take an information and make it mine, and become that thing and be wise about that information. Before we start, please take a moment to like my channel, like my videos, like, show me some love, and subscribe for more shenanigans, for more wisdom, for more understanding of life through my eyes. And to start with this very nerdy subject, let's get this ready. I'm sorry I have wet hair, but I really needed to, I was in the shower and I had all these ideas of what to say, and I really needed to get in here and say to you. So here we go, in my most nerdy look. And no, I don't need glasses. These are just blue light glasses, but I think they look cool for this purpose of this video, like how to turn knowledge into wisdom. And here's the nerdy me, not in a bikini, the nerdy me. There's a different side of me. Anyhow, let's go into the subject. How to turn knowledge into wisdom. This is something I've battled with my whole life because I am a Gemini. I'm very, very curious about life. Everything to me is a question, like why, when, why, what, who, what, how do. And I'm always Googling things, and I'm always trying to learn things. Hello, I'm always looking for the deeper meaning of stuff in life in general. And I'm always up-leveling myself to the best of my ability by taking in knowledge and making it my wisdom and then becoming that information. And to me, it has been a lifelong journey of doing this. And of course, I've been doing this for 41 years, so I'm getting some hacks on it, It's not always a linear process to me. This life is a lab, it's a science experiment, and I'm the mad scientist, and here we are. I have 10 points that I can offer you about how I do it. I don't know if you're gonna take the same and apply the same way. I believe you have your own formula for your life, for your success, and you can take this information and make it into your own wisdom and then apply it in your life the way that you want. And I am not the Bible, I am not Google, I am just a human being having this amazing experience and learning from it. So here are the things that I've learned. Number one, be curious. I mean, this is something that it's innate in me, this curiosity, this questioning. But I see a lot of people out there just taking life for their default programming and not really seeing what else can be squeezed out of life. And I feel like this is something, it's a missed out opportunity. And I'm always curious about what is beyond that thought, that person. What is happening here? What is the situation? I'm always trying to see life in multi-dimensional layers. I'm not just oh, here the sunshine is beautiful. Wow. I'm always trying to give meanings or take meanings or understand meanings about things. So I'm very, very curious. And that curious mind of mine just really has a thirst for knowledge. And I've read many books. I've listened to hours and hours of YouTube videos, and plus meditations and all sorts of ways that I can squeeze wisdom and knowledge out of my environment. And I can tell you that being curious is it's the door opening for whatever it is that you want to learn about. So if you're just living life without any understanding of what's happening and without wanting to understand, I would say to you, try to jolt yourself out of that limiting belief that you don't need to know more. Always knowledge and wisdom is the best, at least for me, it's the best thing in the world. You can have great conversations when you're wise. You can up level your life. You can have different thought patterns. You can create different realities. The whole point here is to create a life you love, and for you to create a life you love, you need to be wise about it. Come on, wisdom helps. Okay, so number two, expose yourself to knowledge. Be around people that are knowledgeable, be around people that have deep conversations. If you're just talking about the weather and gossiping, you're just gonna learn about Mary, and who cares about Mary's life? You know, it's about your life. You know, you're gonna learn about John, and who cares about John's life? You need to care about your life, what happens inside your world and outside your world. So be exposed in your outside world to knowledge, and you will have wisdom inside of you eventually. It's just basics, you know. We all live by osmosis. We all absorb our environment in whatever way we can. Sometimes it's through vision, through our senses. We absorb our environment. So if you're exposed to wisdom and knowledge and environments that are culturally rich, traveling is amazing, visiting a museum is amazing, reading books, come on, common sense. What else is available for you to squeeze some knowledge and make it into wisdom, you know? Because alchemy is turning one thing into another. So first we need the raw ingredients to then bake the cake. You can't have a cake without the flowers. So you can't have wisdom without the knowledge. Be curious. That's the opening. It's like going to the supermarket and exposing yourself to the best knowledge you can expose yourself to. Number 3, consume aligned knowledge. Not all knowledge is for you. Like, I don't want to know how to fix a car, although it could be helpful most of the times. And I can fix a car if I really have to, because I have so much knowledge about everything else that it is applicable to different things. Okay, different point. But try to consume knowledge that is applicable to you. You like working out, you like exercise, consume knowledge about that, about the surrounding subjects like subjects like nutrition, like how the body works, muscular ways, you know, muscle groups, whatever it is that you need to consume knowledge about that will enrich your exercise interests, right? I consume a lot of knowledge about personal development, spirituality, how to optimize your life, how to alchemy, you know, witchcraft, you name it. It's all kind of like in the same bubble, but I do consume a lot of knowledge pertaining personal development, growth, consciousness evolution. And I also like meditate a lot, so every time I consume knowledge, I'm able to really like clean up my hardware, brain, and have space to put some new knowledge in there, because this is my life's mission, you know, to know more, to learn more, to be more conscious. Anyhow, consuming aligned knowledge is the best way for you to keep being interested and keep being curious. Because if you start, you know, like your family wants you to be a doctor, but you really want to be a painter, why would you not read books about painting, you know, and actually pursue what you really want, your heart's desire? What your heart's desires? Why that's the question. Consume aligned knowledge. Whatever makes you jiggle, whatever makes your heart sing, you go search that. Be curious about that. Fill yourself with that. Okay, number 4, solidify it. So once you're curious and you have all these questions and you go look, you expose yourself with knowledge, you know, and you are consuming this knowledge, it's just in your brain until you make it your reality. So you have to solidify this knowledge, okay? And how do I solidify my knowledge? I write it down. I tap it. I know I do EFT. I write it down, I tap it, I make vision boards with it. I try to really like create more with it. Like I use whatever ingredients this knowledge gives me, and I try to like create more with it. I squeeze it. I try to understand totally. Like if the knowledge is I don't know, something I learned lately, which is men do good to feel good and women feel good to do good. I really try to see my life, write it down, and like explain myself through the wisdom, through the knowledge, you know. So I really make solid. So I write a lot. Where are my writing books, my notebooks? Where they're around. I write a lot. So I always try to solidify whatever knowledge I take in, so I can like really own it. Number 5, play with it. You know, like I said, make a vision board, play with it. You know, maybe if we want to learn more about again, nutrition, make a vision board with all the good vegetables, with all the things that you really want to create. Make a Pinterest board with green vegetables. I don't know, paint a broccoli in your living room and understand that, okay, this is gonna help you internalize this knowledge and make it into wisdom, because wisdom is nothing more than knowledge that you internalize you process it, and you apply it in your life with mastery. And then you're like, oh, I'm so cool at this that I can teach it. Anyhow, play with it is number 5. Really try to make ways in your life, make space in your life to integrate this knowledge in fun ways. Because if it's all books, that's boring. We need to like live life in many dimensions. So dance with it, make love with it. I sometimes have orgasms with new knowledge that I want to integrate in my life. So yes, I'm like, okay, let me play with this information and let me play with that information, if you know what I mean. That's for another subject. Anyhow, 6, run it through your chakras. If you don't know what your chakras are, I made a series about chakras, my opinion, my vision of chakras, but there's so much more material out there about chakras. Chakras are pretty much your energy centers. And it's like your body is a computer, right? So if you want to install a new program, a new software into your hardware, your computer, you have certain steps, you know, it goes in your hardware and then it goes in whatever it goes, you know, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know exactly what happens, but I'm sure it's installed in several levels of your computer. It's not just like glued on your screen, you know, it's not like poof, okay, it's there. No, it goes into the hard drive, it goes into this blah, blah, whatever. I'm not getting technical with something I don't know here. Anyhow, run it through your chakras. You have 7 chakras. Go figure out what they are and try to find a way to make this knowledge something that stays in your chakras. Like understand it viscerally. Understand it with your sexuality. Understand it with your self-power. Understand it with your creativity. Understand it with love, you know. Try to take it in, express it, talk about it. And also like see more, see beyond that, and allow it to be like bathed by divine understanding about what this subject is, what this knowledge is. Really run it through all of your chakras. And that being said, number 7 is install it in your heart. This is something I've been doing lately, which is when you come across something that is foreign in your brain will try to fight it, or it will try to question it, which is good, or try to run it down, or prove it right, prove it wrong. If it's something, if it's a knowledge that you know it's gonna do good in your life, install it in your heart. Really like feel your heart with this knowledge, like I will create a life I want. And feel it. I will create a life I want. Once you feel something in your heart, it's installed in your body. And it's the best way to actually make it into wisdom, because once it's in your heart, it's who you are. It's your center power. It's the center of you. And then you become it for sure. For sure. So just try to love through whatever this knowledge is, and it will be yours. It will be wisdom. So love through whatever it is. So if you want to learn that 2 + 2 is equal 4, you would be like 2 + 2 equals 4. 2 + 2 equals 4, and it's in your heart. And once it's there, it's like, oh, then, you know, 4 + 4 equals 8. Why not? Let's apply this. So 2, and then you can run the world with that, okay? Number 8, test it. And it's not you that's gonna test it. I'm sure the universe is gonna bring something to test it for you, because the universe is that amazing. I don't know how exactly it works, but when you are trying to bake a cake, the first attempt, if you're lucky and you have like beginner's luck, great, you may make an amazing cake. But the only way to be better at making cake is to keep making cakes, keep practicing it, and keep testing it. Maybe you want to add another ingredient. Maybe you want to decorate it in another way. Oh my god, I just forgot I have flowers. Oh, and I don't have my flowers with me. Much better. Okay, so the universe will bring up to your energy tests. If you really are well versed in this knowledge, that's when it's wisdom, is when you can pass the test. If it's just something you know about and you wouldn't be able to teach it or to be tested and to take it on to a next level, then it's just frivolous information in your brain. And who wants to have useless stuff in their brain? Like, this brain is amazing. This is what rules your life. It should be like the most precious thing ever. cleansed, beautifully maintained, and full of richness of information and wisdom that are useful for whatever you want to create in your life. And that's how you create a life you love. Okay, so the universe will test it. And let me tell you, it is okay to fail, because if it wasn't okay to fail, I would not be here. I would be buried somewhere. I would have killed myself many times over and over again, because I keep failing. Like, the only way to get wisdom is to fail at knowledge a few times, darlings, a few times. If you manage to do it once, more power to you. That has not been my experience. So I learned something, and then I see my brain going back to the old versions of myself, to the old programming over and over again, and I have to test it and run it and test it and really learn how to do it until it's me. And that's number 9, become it. You become it when it's integrated all over yourself. It's weaved into your life, your body, your thought system, your emotions, and it takes time and work. Sorry, it's called inner work for a reason. It's like a full-time job, but it is possible, okay? Whatever time you take, whatever progress, and however your protocols run in your brain, test it. Figure it out, you know. I have figured out that it takes a while to change. It's very difficult to change. I think I change, but I just fool myself. I don't really change. So anyhow, it takes a while, but finally, after a lot of failing, a lot of like hitting my head on the wall, thanks God I still work, I become it. And when I become it, oof, it's like an orgasm. You become it. You, number 10, enjoy a wiser self. Then you enjoy a higher version of you, which is like having a diamond that is covered in mud, that is like freshly polished. Woo, that thing shines. It's, oh, you just took a nice shower, your car is clean, your house is clean. It's like a fresh, wiser self. It's another layer of sparkly wisdom on top of you already amazing wise self. It's so yummy to be that person that eventually the result of this is what everybody wants, is self-love. Because the more you know, the more you are able to love yourself. I'm gonna go with that, because I know they say ignorance is bliss, but I'm so curious, and I'm always trying to learn so much that if I go with that, I'm gonna have to consider myself a very sad person, and I'm not. I think knowledge is bliss. I love learning something, and I think it's like once you really make it into wisdom is bliss. Knowledge is maybe a little annoying sometimes, because if you don't know how to integrate and apply the things you know, like if a book tells you, oh, it's possible to do, to achieve, to become, and you don't apply it, you don't run it through your chakras, you don't run it through your heart, you don't install it in your life, you don't see the results of it, then you're just like, oh, what a stupid book, why did I read that? And I've done that many times over and over again. I'm very guilty. However, once we learn how to really take on knowledge, alchemize it, because everything in life takes alchemy. Alchemy is the transformation of one thing to another, and it's pretty much the transformation of the outside world into your inner richness. Copper into gold. Do you follow me? I hope so. Anyhow, again, how to turn knowledge into wisdom. Let me read the points. 1, be curious. 2, expose yourself to knowledge. 3, consume aligned knowledge. 4, solidify it. 5, play with it. Write it down, make a vision board, you know, like orgasm with it. 6, run it through your chakras, which having an orgasm with it is running it through your base chakra to begin with. Hint, hint. 7, install it in your heart, which is just the center of the chakra system. It's just the center of the chakra system. It's like everything should be run through your heart. I mean, your heart should be making all the decisions. Sorry. I mean, consulting the brain is great. Wisdom is amazing, but heart, you got my vote. Anyhow, test it. How do you test it? You let life test it. I mean, at this point, you have to trust that you have enough information to make it your own. But anyhow, life will show you how to test it, and Don't worry about it. We'll make another video about it. 9, become it. Once it's tested, it's vetted, you are a master at it, you know how to teach it, you just became it. And once you become it, you change your life. You create a different self, and you are able to, number 10, enjoy a wiser self, a wiser, richer, more juicy, more plentiful self. And who doesn't want that? Please tell me. If you don't want that, you let me know, and I'll enter your scream and maybe slap you a few times, wake you up from the matrix. I don't know. But no, it's okay. Be happy with whatever you want. If you're looking at this video, it might mean that I am aligned knowledge for you. Hello. Hello. We are in alignment, because if what I'm saying makes any sense in your brain, is because we are in the same vibe, in the same wavelength. And if we are in the same vibe and same wavelength in this subject, imagine the other subjects that I'm talking about. Imagine that. So click that link button or the subscribe button. Please support me, because I'm here doing this, you know, we're doing this together. Like this video, make any comments you want. I'll try to read them, but can't make any promises. We'll do my best. And any other things that you want me to talk about, since you're being curious, you know, any other alchemy formulas for you to enjoy coming out of my expression? Anyhow, people, lovely people, thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and that you really can squeeze all of the knowledge of this world and make it into your juicy wisdom, so you can create a wise life you love. Yes, thank you. Mwah. Woo! I did it. It's been a while. Oh my god. A wise love you life. What? Create a create you can do this, Livia. You can do this. You can do this. Come on. It's been a while, but this is what you're meant to do. Come on. And you have it all inside of you. Just pour it out. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. You can do it. Okay. Oh my god. Come on. You can do it. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Livia, and today we're gonna do a different video. No. Nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing is gonna stop me. Oh, okay. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Hi. Keep going.